What's going on, guys? In my hands is the KWA KM4 in Dark Earth. I actually had the chance to take it out this past weekend and play with it. So in today's video, I'm going to be going over briefly some of the features of the gun, but also let you know what I thought about playing with it at D14 Airsoft. Now, starting with some of the features of this gun, everybody knows the KM4 AEGs are really solid platforms. But what's nice about this is if you're looking to do a two-tone build, you already have the nice tan upper and lower to start with. Now, the other really nice thing that KWA has done is they've actually made this M4 rear wired. Previously, a lot of times guns that had this style handguard were front wired, but now you can go ahead and buy your favorite rail with this gun and you don't have to rewire it. You can just simply add on either a key mod or any kind of style of front rail that you'd like, and that's a really nice addition for a gun like this. Now, before we go any further, I realize some of you airsoft pros are going to be going, man, his scope is way overpowered. This is a variable 3 to 9 magnification scope, and that is extremely true that this is a little bit overpowered. The truth is I don't actually have another optic with me at this time, so this is what I had. And playing at a newer field, I didn't actually mind the magnification because it did allow me to kind of like get behind my scope and kind of see where I was moving into, see what the enemy was doing, as I wasn't as familiar with D14. Now, moving on to some of the other features of this gun, it does come with this really nice solid KWA 120 round mid-cap magazine. This is a really high quality magazine, but when I played, I actually used high caps because anytime you play on a weekend game, you're always going to kind of want that extra ammo. It does come with the crane stock. As you can see back here, it does have the fuse in the stock, and that's a really nice touch. I used a 7.4 volt LiPo. This thing can easily handle an 11.1, but the fuse is a really nice touch if you rewire it yourself. Some people delete the fuse, but in my opinion, leave the gun as it is and just upgrade your battery. Now, because this is the CQB version, the FPS is right around 350 with 0.20 gram BBs. This is ideal if you're playing on like an indoor scenario, but I was playing in an outdoor field and actually I didn't see that much of a performance decrease. The hop up is pretty nice. We all know KWA internals are solid, so I didn't actually see that much of a performance to my competitors on the field, even though this is a CQB gun. Clearly I was outranged on any LMG or sniper rifle, but in terms of just like an assault type rifle, this is a pretty solid platform. Now, for those of you who are wondering what gear I'm using, my secondary is the KWA ATP SE. This is a really nice pistol. It's also great for CQB, and at D14 there's no bang bang rule, so you really want to have that secondary as you enter buildings to kind of help clear and also not kill newer players. The plate carrier here is the Warwolf Low Pro plate carrier. It's just really nice, breathable, lightweight. I had an extra magazine, my pistol in here when I was playing, and it just really helps keep the weight off. And since this is Texas, any extra gear is just gonna slow you down and overheat you. Now, the other thing that I did like about this gun is the fact that it is so small. You know, if you have a really bulky airsoft gun and you're trying to get in really small and compact, it can be a little bit more difficult to minimize your profile. But with this bad boy, you know, I'm able to really just get 3 points of contact, get over the rifle, and still try to have a really small profile, which playing at a newer field, that was actually really advantageous for me. The gun held up really well. You know, in semi, it's really crisp and clean in full auto with a 7.4 volt. The rate of fire was pretty solid. I try not to overshoot anybody. So overall, this is a really solid performer. You know, we all know KWA, and now that they're starting to make it in Dark Earth, this is a really nice addition. So be sure to check this out on airsoftmegastore.com. Let us know if you have any questions about this or other guns, and be sure to stay tuned for future videos where we're going to hopefully be doing some more gameplay.